Good afternoon. My name's Luke Kling, and I'm here to talk about how I build, grow, and monetize Facebook pages. I've come to Affiliate Summit quite a bit over the past few years, and one thing I've learned is that the best way to learn is by example. So I'm going to give a lot of examples of how I have done the things that I've done with my Facebook pages, and I'm going to give specific examples showing those actual pages. So who am I? I'm the Director of Marketing for PeerFly.com. We're an affiliate network. I'm also a blogger. I have an affiliate marketing blog at LukePeerFly.com. And I'm also a developer. I have a bunch of different websites and projects, but the one related to Facebook pages is fptraffic.com. I do a lot of things. I'm always looking to make more money online. I'm always looking for my next project. And I'm always looking to learn something new. In this industry, it's a constant change. You have to keep up with what's new, and that's how you make money online. So that's how I was introduced to fan pages. A friend of mine named Brian Johnson, he released an ebook as a WSO on the Warrior Forum, specifically about Facebook pages. And he's a friend of mine, so I thought, well, I'll check this out. I bought it, I read through it, and I was like, this is cool. This is very cool. I could see there's a lot of opportunity with Facebook pages. So I set up a couple pages, and it kind of just grew from there. Before I continue, I want to mention that I am not a lawyer, and none of the advice I'm giving you or any of the experiences that I'm sharing are legal advice. I've done a few things along the way that have gotten me in trouble, so use my experiences and learn from them, but I wouldn't copy necessarily everything exactly. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about building, growing, and monetizing Facebook pages. Specifically, though, I want to talk about what I call entertainment pages. There's a lot of business pages out there, so it would be a Facebook page for your business, but what I create primarily are what I consider entertainment pages. They're not really for a business, they're just for fun. They're to provide content on Facebook that I think people would enjoy. So raise your hand if you've created a Facebook page for a business. Awesome. So how many of you have created a Facebook page that's for entertainment, what I would call an entertainment page? Not specifically for a business, just for fun. Great. I'm going to go over relatively quickly how to create a Facebook page and how I pick the niche and then do the research to make sure that the niches that I'm choosing are going to be worthwhile as far as creating that type of page. Most of you have created a page, so you know that it's free and it's very easy to set one up. The link to create a page is right there, but if you type in Google, you'll be able to find it without any problem. The key ingredients to creating a page are picking a good niche, and I'll go over that more in more detail soon. Picking a good name and title for your page. Finding or creating a great profile picture for that page. And then also creating or having somebody make you a cover photo for that page that will capture people's attention. The name is key, obviously. You need to have a good name that best fits your page and is timeless. I wouldn't recommend getting too general with the name of your page when you decide to set one up. A great example of this is I built a Facebook page for the Keurig because I really like the Keurig coffee maker. We have one at our office, and I just think it's awesome. So I was like, well, I'll create a page for it. And I named the page Keurig. And it was a terrible idea because people thought that my page was the official Keurig page. Like they typed in Keurig on Facebook, they went to my page, and then they would complain. And that's basically what my page was people complaining about this and that about their Keurig. So it didn't really take off, and obviously there's some other issues potentially with using just the word Keurig that Keurig might have with me doing that. So I wouldn't get too general. Try to find a good name that's going to capture people's attention. You want to upload a profile picture that will stand out when people see it on their news feed, but it also has to be related to your page, obviously. And you want to take advantage of all the real estate. The biggest asset to your page, as far as capturing people's attention when it shows up in their news feed, is your cover photo. This is displayed at the top of your Facebook page, and it's also shown within certain types of posts on Facebook. So the cover is 851 by 315 pixels. You can find somebody on Fiverr or have something created that will fit that well so people will see it and it will capture their attention. This is an example of my cover and profile picture for my LukePeerFly.com Facebook page. For my profile picture, I use my character, helps build my brand. People see it and it captures their attention. And then I have a custom cover photo built from a template that is customized with my picture and that sort of thing. And when this pops up in people's feeds, they'll notice it. The more attention that your page gets in people's feeds, the more traffic that you're going to get, and that means more likes, more shares, more comments. And this is just an example of one that popped up in my feed, and I noticed it. Picking the right niche for your page is really, really important. You want to do your research to see if it's saturated. You want to check the amount of interest that niche has on Facebook. You want to pick something that interests you. This is something that you're going to build over a long term of time, so you have to pick something that you enjoy or you'll get burnt out on it pretty quickly. For example, I've posted nearly every day since October 13th, 2011 on a page I own called Charlie Day Quotes, which I'm going to show you more of Charlie Day quotes and use it as an example. But you can see that obviously I enjoy that, or I wouldn't have been able to pull that off for as long as I have. When picking a page niche, you want to see if that is saturated on Facebook already. If it's saturated, then people already like that type of content. They're not going to like your page. They already see it. For example, Justin Bieber. If you went and you tried to create a Justin Bieber page, you're probably not going to get too many likes, because if somebody likes Justin Bieber, they probably already like 2 or 3 Justin Bieber pages, potentially. So the way that I check to see if a niche that I want to create a page in is saturated, I just use the Facebook search. So what you can do is at the top of Facebook, there's a search bar. When you pick your niche or whatever you're interested in creating a Facebook page about, you just go in that search bar and you can type pages named and then whatever you're going to create your page about in quotes. And that will bring up a list of all the Facebook pages for whatever that interest is. So taking a look at this, Justin Bieber has a pretty big presence on Facebook. It's probably a waste of time to try to make a page to compete with that. So what you want to do is you want to find something unique or close to unique on Facebook. So a brand new audience that has not seen the type of content that you're posting is going to be much more engaged than if you were to create a page about Justin Bieber and they already have seen that content. So a brand new audience is going to equal quick growth when you start advertising and promoting your content from that page. A great example of this is Charlie Day Quotes. When I created Charlie Day Quotes, Charlie Day did not have a presence at all on Facebook. He's an actor, he's in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, it's a very popular show, but he had no presence. So when I created it and I created my ad, started posting content, it blew up. I was paying less than a penny for every person that liked my page because they were just eating up the content. You can still take advantage of a niche that's been exposed on Facebook before, as long as that audience has been ignored or it's just kind of dead. It's not as popular anymore. So that's what I call quick regrowth. And an example of this is a page that I own called Mitch Hedberg Jokes. Mitch Hedberg is a comedian. He had a presence on Facebook. He has a page that has hundreds of thousands of likes, but it hasn't been posted on for months. So I created a page, targeted all those people who already like him with new, fresh, good content, and sure enough, the page exploded and it's got thousands of likes. If you try to tackle a saturated audience like Justin Bieber, you're probably going to have a very, very hard time. I did this with SpongeBob. I was like, I'll make a SpongeBob page. That sounds like fun. And I created it. I found some great content. There's a ton of SpongeBob stuff online. So I posted it and I started advertising, but nobody was liking the content, or they were liking it, but it was, 1 out of every 3,000 people that saw it, and it was a painful waste of money. So is there interest in the niche that you choose? If it's not, you check it's not saturated, is there actually an interest in that niche? The way that I check to see if there's any interest is I use Facebook ads. So what you want to do is you just go online, go to create a new Facebook ad. You don't actually have to create an ad. You don't have to enter any other information besides what that interest is, and you just type it in at the precise interest page. This screen will probably change. I think Facebook's changed it since, but they'll always have this search more than likely so that you can target a specific audience. So when you type your niche in that search, it's going to show you how much interest there actually is for it. So typed in Justin Bieber, he's got quite a bit of people that are interested in him. He's saturated, but there's definitely an interest. Once you actually build your page, you found your niche, it's not saturated, there's definitely an interest for it, you're going to want to start posting content. You're not going to get very far if you don't post content. Why would people like your page if there's nothing on it? So I post a mix of content, but the primary content that I post are photos. I'll post links, I'll post videos, I'll post regular text statuses, but the primary content that I post and what I would recommend that you post on your page are photos. Photos get the most engagement on Facebook. Facebook prefers photos, so they display them the most. And then people prefer photos, so they're more likely to like, comment, and share that photo. Finding content, the internet is full of content. So as long as whatever your page is about is not completely out of the norm, you should have no problem finding content. My favorite sources I've listed are Tumblr. Tumblr has a lot of meme-type content, and that's popular on Facebook. Google Images, obviously. You can search pretty much any site or any photo on the internet there. Pinterest does pretty well. Imager is a popular image hosting site, but they have a search, and you can usually find pretty good content there. And then DeviantArt is a site where artists can draw photos and post them. With DeviantArt, you want to be careful because you don't want to post other people's content without necessarily giving them credit. A lot of times I will do that, and then I've had probably around 3 to 5 people message my page and say, hey, can you give me credit in the description of the photo that I drew? Absolutely, that's no problem. So if you want to give people credit, that's fantastic. But if not, they can message you and ask. It's just as important to post consistently as it is to post. You can post once a week and you're not going to see a whole lot from it with these types of pages. I recommend posting a few times a day to really take advantage of reaching your audience and getting engagement from those people. So this is a screenshot taken using my FP Traffic software. It just shows my stats for a few weeks in December. And you can see down at the bottom, when I didn't post, this is how many people liked my page. It wasn't very good. All I had to do was post one photo a day, and that number shot up. So just from posting content, I was getting viral traffic, which was leading to new users and more traffic on my Facebook page. So you want to post consistently to take advantage of your audience, basically. Let them build your page for you. Something that's really cool that Facebook has added is the ability to see when your fans are online the most. So Facebook has a nice set of analytics for each Facebook page, each established Facebook page, called Insights. And within Insights, you can go on and see when your fans are online the most throughout the day. Obviously, those are key times that you should post to your page. If people are online at 8 o'clock at night the most, make a post at 8 o'clock. If they're not online, if there's not very many online, I guess I should say, in the morning or in the middle of the night for your time zone, then don't post at that time. So I'll usually post at my peak times, like here. I'll post every 2 hours leading up to that maybe. Or I'll post 2 hours before it at that time and then an hour or two later. And this will help drive the most engagement possible. If people aren't on Facebook, they can't see your content to share, like, comment, and help you build it virally. Your peak time is also the best time to post when you're trying to make money. So if you have a link that you're going to post, an affiliate link or something like that, I would post good content, like a photo or something, maybe 2 hours before the peak time. At the peak time, post the content that's going to make you money, and then 2 hours later, maybe do another photo or something like that to keep people re-engaged. What I do is I build my audience using Facebook ads. I'll build up an initial user base using Facebook ads, and then I'll allow those users to help grow my page virally by posting content that they're going to engage with. So I'll build up the initial user base with Facebook ads, generating likes. Usually I try to do between 5,000 and 10,000. Once I have 5,000 to 10,000 likes on my page, usually it will start to grow virally. And the cool thing with Facebook is that you can actually just create an ad on Facebook specifically to generate likes. You've probably seen these in your news feed. It actually has the like button or a link that says like right there in the ad. This is an example of the screen. Again, this will probably change, but they'll always have, more than likely, they'll always have the ability to create an ad specifically for likes. And this is just one that I created real quick so I could take the screenshot to generate new likes for my page. I want to reiterate the mindset. What we're doing is we're trying to build a page, so we create the Facebook page, we start posting content, and then we're trying to grow that page. And we're growing that page through consistent and good content that gets likes, comments, and shares. Once you have some content, you're going to want to set up the paid ads to generate more likes on your page to help get the viral traffic moving. Finally, once you have the users, like I said, I usually go between 10 and 5,000, then you're going to want to try to mix in some content to make money from those users. So you mix targeted content that you can monetize with your normal post to keep people happy and engaged with your page. If you're just spamming them with affiliate links, they're going to unlike your page more than likely. So you want to mix in good content as well. I'm going to go over two example pages that I've created and how I've built and grown those pages. The first one is, I mentioned it before, Mitch Hedberg jokes. So Mitch was a comedian. He passed away a few years ago, but he's very, very popular. And so I created a page to try to recapture his users and keep them engaged. The reason that Mitch works, as far as a niche and creating a page for Mitch, is that the only page that was out there already for him that had any serious type of traffic, there was a few that had like 50 or 100 likes, but the only really serious page that was about Mitch, they didn't post consistently at all. They had quit posting months before I did my research and found him. But Mitch's fans are very, very engaged. he has like a cult following, basically. Like people that like his jokes, huge fans. I mean, he passed away 8 years ago, and there's still just a ton of interest in his jokes, and people love him. And he had a nice career, and there's a lot of great content out there with his jokes that I could post. So I figured this is definitely worth a try. Plus, I liked him. So I built up my initial fan base using Facebook ads. I posted content. I started up some Facebook ads, which I'll show you the ad in the next slide. And once I started to generate likes, I got likes, I got engagement, and then I got more likes, and it kind of just took off. My initial user base I built with ads was about 5,000, and then by the time I quit my ads, I had gotten over 40,000 likes virally. So I paid for 5,000, but in return I got over 40,000. This is actually a screenshot of the entire ad campaign for Mitch Hedberg jokes. I spent $123 on ads. That money generated 5,300 likes on the page, so new users. But those people were so engaged with the content that as of today, this page has over 66,000 likes. And I haven't advertised it since. On this day, I paid for 1,300 likes. Virally, I got over 7,000. So, yeah, I paid $123 for 5,300 likes, but in return, I captured an audience of over 66,000 people that I can reach daily. My second example of how I've built and grown these pages is a page that has a pretty interesting story. It's called Phil Dunphy Quotes. It was actually my first page that I ever had a post be seen by over 1 million people. Prior to this post, my most popular post was 37,000. I didn't do anything special to reach these people. None of this traffic is paid, or it would say paid on the side and then there'd be a number. This is all viral. I didn't pay for any of this. So this post got 23,000 people that liked it, 1,200 shares, and a bunch of comments, and it just blew up. So Phil Dunphy Quotes, I built this page probably about 1.5 years ago. And then, I built it and did it probably what a lot of you are going to do. You're going to build a page, you're going to post about it, you're going to be excited, and you're going to forget about it. And I built it, posted maybe 10, 15 photos, had around 1,000 likes, and I just kind of forgot about it. Well, earlier last year, I got a text from my friend Logan. And he said, "Do you own Phil Dunphy Quotes?" I was like, "Well, that's weird." And so I went to open up my laptop and typed in Phil Dunphy Quotes, and I went to my page, and I had 140,000 likes. I was just shocked. I was like, "Holy cow, how'd this happen?" So I created a post. I was like, "Okay, there's got to be a glitch. These are all bots. What happened?" So I created a post. Within a minute, it had 4,000 some likes, and I was like, "Okay, this is legit." Well, it turns out that the page went viral in Australia. Like I said, I only had probably 10, 15 posts on it, but somebody in Australia saw it. They shared it with their friend shared it with their friend. Pretty soon, Facebook showed it as a suggested page on Facebook, and the next thing you know, I got 140,000 people on this page with 10 posts. Since then, it started to grow. I've been posting on it, and I'm trying to make some cash off it at this point too, but it's continued to grow virally in Australia. Over half the audience is still Australian. It's grown in the US and some other countries, but as of today, this number is a couple weeks old. I'm at like 381,000 likes on it. I reach millions of people every week, and it was just from a few posts. Something really interesting happened with Phil Dunphy Quotes. I got a message from USA Network on my page. If you own a page, then somebody can send you a message specifically on that page. It's like a private message. And USA Network sent me a message, and they said, "Hey, we love your page. It's so cool. Like, very, very good job. We recently bought the rights to re-air Modern Family, which is what Phil Dunphy's from. And they said, we're building a community called Mophie Nation. We'd love it if you would share one of our posts, and in return, we'll send you a shirt. Oh, hey, what the heck? Sure, sounds good. Like, it took me 2 seconds. I went to their page, shared one of their posts about Phil Dunphy on my page, and then within a week, I had a shirt in the mail. Well, then a few months later, I got another message from USA Network, and they said, hey, we're going to have this Modern Family Fan Appreciation Day in Los Angeles, and we'd love to invite you to come. They said, we'll pay for your airfare, we'll pay for your transportation, we'll pay for your hotel room. And I was like, blown away. I was like, they're inviting me so that they can take me to court or something, did not expect it to I was like, all right, I'll do it. And they actually let me invite a friend, and my wife had to work. She's a teacher, so of course I invited Logan to go with me. So I got this free trip, this amazing free trip from a Facebook page. I didn't do anything special. I just posted the content, built the audience, did a little bit of paid ads, but not much. And the next thing you know, I'm on an all-expense paid trip where I get to meet some of the cast of Modern Family. This is a picture of Nolan. He plays Luke Dunphy. I got to meet him on the red carpet. And this picture on the right is actually a picture where I was standing on the red carpet. Like, I didn't zoom in on this at all. And that's Manny from Modern Family. So it's a really, really, really cool experience. And I think it kind of it shows that the potential of building a good audience. All right, so now we're going to talk about what you're all here to hear about, and that's how I make money from these pages. Building and growing the pages is fantastic, but let's all be honest, we're here to make money. And this is a screenshot from my stats from a company called Teespring, which I'm going to talk a little bit more about Teespring soon. But once I started using Teespring, within a few months, I had made over $6,000 just from selling a couple of shirts. And it was all free. The page that I'm going to use as my example for how I monetize all of my pages is my Charlie Day Quotes page. It's probably one of my more successful pages, and it's definitely my favorite. I created Charlie Day Quotes on October 13th, 2011. My first post got 17 likes. I was super excited. Since then, I've posted about 1,200 photos. I've posted hundreds of links. Those links have generated millions of clicks. And from those millions of clicks, I've generated hundreds of thousands of dollars in sales just from this one page. I monetize the pages in many different ways, but my 5 favorites are Amazon Associates, affiliate offers, I use PeerFly, giveaways, a website called My Likes, and then, of course, Teespring. Amazon Associates was the first source that I used to monetize my Facebook pages. I'm sure most of you have probably heard of Amazon, or at least, you've probably bought something on Amazon. They're the world's largest online retailer. They have products for pretty much any niche you could think of. So whatever you create your Facebook page about, more than likely you're going to be able to find something that you can sell using Amazon. With the Associates program, you basically search for a product on Amazon, and then they give you a link that you can use to promote that product, and in return you get a commission for every sale that you generate. And the really cool thing about it is let's say you're going to sell a t-shirt, you get a link to a t-shirt you post on your Facebook page. Well, you not only get commission on that shirt, but you also get commission on anything that person buys on Amazon over the next 24 hours. So it can really add up, especially around the holidays. Building my Facebook pages, I never even thought about Christmas being awesome, but I post products on Amazon or from Amazon on my pages from November to Christmas pretty frequently. I increase my posts because I know that people are buying on Amazon during those times. And it works really well. From Charlie Day Quotes, I've been able to generate $65,000 in sales over the past couple of years. And, I haven't made a ton of money from it. I've made $4,300, but it didn't cost me anything. It's just links that I post on my page. As I mentioned, obviously I love affiliate offers. I'm the director of marketing for an affiliate network. So affiliate offers are awesome. And you guys are here. And there's a ton of options for finding affiliate offers to promote. You're going to go to the meat market, go to the exhibit hall. There's a ton of companies with a ton of different products that you can promote, and take advantage of those opportunities to build up and then monetize your Facebook page. The one thing that I do recommend, and something that I've learned the hard way over the past couple of years, is that when you're promoting an affiliate offer, you have to create an angle that ties it in with your Facebook page. So you can't just post some random product on your page about Phil Dunphy and expect people to buy it. What's going to happen is you're going to irritate them, and they're going to unlike your page, and then you're never going to make any money off them again. So create an angle that is going to tie in whatever your Facebook page is about with the product. So, for example, I have a job finder offer through PeerFly that I run, and it's just a lead gen. People sign up to try to find a job, and then I'll make like $1.50. Well, so what I did is in Always Sunny in Philadelphia, there's a scene where Charlie's really upset about not being able to find a job. So I post that photo, and then in the description I'll put, "Are you looking for a job? Click here." And sure enough, people click it. I've done this for about a year now. I don't do it every month. I'll post like maybe every other month, once every 3 months, this exact same post, the same picture with the same link, everything the same, and I've generated over 10,000 clicks for free. Hasn't costed me anything. It's just people that I've already built through Facebook ads and that sort of thing. This audience that I have, I monetize them constantly. So this is just another way that I do it. And like I said, 10,000 clicks for free. I'm not sure exactly how much I've made off of it, but nice profit. Giveaways are one of my favorite ways to monetize my page, because it drives engagement to your page, it makes your fans happy, and you can actually make money giving away products. So what I'll usually do is I'll find a product, more than likely on Amazon, and it's going to be a product related to the page. So maybe for Charlie Day Quotes, I'll find a Always Sunny in Philadelphia shirt, and I'll say, I'll post a picture of the shirt, and I'll say, click like to enter to win this awesome shirt. Or I'll say, like, comment, share to be entered to win, whatever. And then what you do is you build up this engagement on that post, because people are like, hey, this is awesome. All I have to do is click the button, and I'm entered to win this shirt that I might buy anyway. And then you start getting engagement. So you're going to get likes from this too. So not only are you getting people engaged and checking this out and building trust with your users, but you're also getting sales. So what I do is I'll post a link to buy the product in the description. So this is my awesome shirt. Click like to be entered to win it. Oh, if you don't want to buy it, or if you don't want to enter to win, you can buy it here. And then I'll use an affiliate link. Another thing that you can do with giveaways is require the completion of an affiliate offer to be entered to win that shirt or whatever your product is. So you can find an offer that will allow what's called incentive marketing. And what I like to do is I'll find like a daily deals offer or something like that, and I'll say, sign up for this daily deals site to be entered to win this shirt. And when they sign up, I'll make $1.50 or $2 or whatever for that lead, and then I'll give away a $20 shirt. So if I've had times where I've generated 300 leads, made $500 and given away a $20 shirt. Plus I've gotten a ton of new likes and engagement on my page from that. This is an example of a giveaway that I've done, and you can see I got 5,800 people that liked the post, 84 shares, 84,000 people saw that post, and then 108 commented. So this was actually for a Teespring shirt that I was trying to sell. I was making about $10 for every sale, and I was giving away one. So, and this is all from one night. One night, I got this traffic. I got roughly 30 sales, made about $300, and I gave away one shirt. Another company that I like to use to help monetize my pages is called MyLikes. MyLikes it's an interesting concept. It doesn't work for every page, that's for sure. It's something that you just have to go and kind of check out. But basically, they provide you with a link. You can post that link, and then you're paid every time somebody clicks on it. They have different types of campaigns, but if you're creative and you think about it and you look through, you'll probably be able to find something that you can kind of tie into your page. The thing I really like about MyLikes is that they pay weekly with PayPal. So every week, every Wednesday, they'll send me a PayPal payment for whatever I earned the week before. Like I said, you need to find a campaign that's related to your page. Otherwise, it won't get as much engagement. But with Charlie Day Quotes, I was able to tie in this campaign with a post on my page. I generated about 15,000 clicks, and I made $374 from a single post that I made on my page. So there's a lot of opportunity with this. It's not going to work for every page, but MyLikes is definitely worth looking at. This is another example of where I use MyLikes. This is on a separate page. I was basically using this to try to make a little bit of money back from this post because I was spending money on advertising. Not specifically for this post, but to build up this page. And not only did I make, I don't remember how much I made exactly from it, but I made money from it, and I captured a lot of new users through the engagement on the post. Yes, that's my page too. My favorite new source of revenue using my Facebook pages is through a company called Teespring. Teespring is fantastic. Basically what they allow you to do is take any design. So you create a design, you upload it, and then you can sell a shirt with that design. They take care of everything. They take care of fulfillment, they take care of processing orders, and then they ship them out and they do everything for you, and then they PayPal you your part of the margin. So you can design and upload a shirt to Teespring. You set a goal, so you say, I want to sell 100 of this shirt. And then you set a price based on whatever the margin is on that shirt. So maybe for a white shirt with a simple design on it, Teespring, the base cost at 100 shirts maybe $9. You sell it for $20, then you're going to make $11 a sale. And like I said, it doesn't cost you anything to set it up or anything like that. Teespring takes care of everything. You just generate the sales. So I use my Facebook pages. I design shirts and use my Facebook pages to promote them to generate sales. Teespring pays you shortly after the campaign ends via PayPal. And their system is just really easy to use, and it's really, really popular. If you haven't seen a Teespring shirt show up in your Facebook feed yet, more than likely you will over the next couple of weeks because they're just exploding, and there's a lot of people using them. And it's because they're a good company. So this is one of the shirts that I was selling on my Facebook page for Charlie Day Quotes. I actually have a designer in Australia that I contract to design the shirts, and then he just gets a % of the sales. But I did a giveaway for one of the shirts, and I got a ton of new users, and I profited off of giving away this shirt. Then I'll post them as a link and post photos and different types of content to get people to the Teespring page to buy the shirt. And my users love it. The people love the shirts. They'll post pictures of themselves wearing the shirt that I sold them on my page. Like, they really, really enjoy it. And I enjoy it because I make money. The big thing, though, is that you want to post consistently and mix in money. So you create your posts with the photos, with the links, with the videos, and then you mix in the posts that you're going to make money off of to keep your users happy. I call it good content and money content. I post my good content pretty consistently, and then I mix in my money content. My motto for this is, if you keep your fans happy, they'll keep you happy. So I've received quite a few messages from my fans over the past couple of years on my Facebook pages because like I said, they can actually message your page. And the response is just fantastic. With the giveaways, I'll have people say, hey, you haven't done a giveaway in a while. Will you do one? Well, absolutely. I'm going to make money off of it. But they're just, it's a great thing because you're providing this content for these people that they actually want. And in return, you're making pretty good money off of it. So I had this one was a tough one for me. A guy had his dad die in a motorcycle accident, and he messaged me and thanked me for the post that I was making on my Facebook page. He said it lightened the hit, basically, and just reminded him of the good times. And I remember reading that and just thinking, this is what it's all about. So when you build, grow, and monetize, you're going to see good results. Feel free to use my pages as examples. Those are the links to them. You can write it down or message me, and I'll be happy to send you them. And you can use them as examples, because that's what I've done. Over the years, I've learned from a lot of different pages. Probably my favorite, and the one that I definitely wanted to mention, because I've learned a ton from it, is called I Love My Dog Fans. And this page the guy that owns it is now a friend of mine, but he knows what he's doing. He's been doing this since Facebook pages came out, and I like to use him as a great example. So you should do the same thing. Feel free to use my pages and what I'm doing and mimic that to have your own success. So I'm going to go ahead and start the questions. I hope you have some. But this is my contact information. Do not hesitate to contact me and ask me anything you want about these pages. I'm an open book as far as it comes to Facebook pages. I really enjoy doing it. I've been doing it for a while, and I like to share my experiences with them.
I'd like to ask a question about copyright information about, like where did you get all those photos of a television star, and why aren't they complaining that you're benefiting from that?
That's a great question, and it was something that I was very concerned about for a while. But when USA contacted me and offered to pay for me to go on a trip to their Modern Family Fan Appreciation Day, I talked to a lady at USA, and I said, I'm posting this content. You guys don't have any problem with that? And they said, well, you're building our audience. I think there will be some companies that might have an issue with it, and in that case, I'm sure they'll reach out, or they'll, potentially, have Facebook take down the page. But honestly, like I said, I've Charlie Day quotes. I've posted 1,200 photos. My pages, the content that I posted, has been viewed hundreds of millions of times, and I haven't had any issues with it.
Well, so does that mean that we can go out and create a Breaking Bad page and do this model too? I mean, I can't see where at some time that's going to get people in trouble. But I don't know.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not a lawyer, so I'm not going to give you any legal advice as far as it goes. But my content has been viewed hundreds of millions of times, and I've had, like I said, I had somebody ask me to add a description, but I've never had anybody request that I take anything down ever.
Do you have websites that match each of the pages, or do you just go through Facebook pages and that's it?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Do you have websites, like domain names, that match the pages as well, or is everything you do strictly on Facebook?
That's a great question. No, often I'll try to funnel the traffic off of Facebook as well. So for Charlie Day Quotes, I have a website called itsalways.com, and on that site I post content from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Similar things to what I actually post on the page, but I post them on my site. And then every once in a while I'll post a link to that site on my page to funnel all that traffic from Facebook to the site, and then I'll make money that way too, using Google Ads, build a mailing list. There's a lot of different options once you get off of Facebook. So it's definitely an opportunity. I didn't cover it here, but it's definitely worthwhile.
Hi, Luke. Thanks for the presentation, man. You mentioned FB traffic software. Do you use any other software as far as posting go, like scheduling and that kind of stuff?
The only software that I use for my Facebook pages is software that I built. For a while there, I was thinking about hiring a virtual assistant to help keep up with my pages. I just had too much going on. So I decided it'd be easier to build the software that I built to automatically post the content for me. And I mentioned that in the second or third slide. It's called fbtraffic.com. And that's what I use to schedule and find content to post to my pages. And it's the only software that I use.
Have you ever split tested between memes and call to actions in pictures or just normal pictures? Have you seen any kind of engagement difference between them?
So memes are an interesting thing because Facebook has publicly stated that they are not a big fan of memes. Memes are like photos with the text over it and that sort of thing. So I post a lot of memes and I post a lot of regular photos, and I've never noticed a decrease in the amount of people that Facebook displays those photos to. But I do know that Facebook is actively saying they don't really like memes, but at the same time, your Facebook feed is probably filled with memes right now. So they say they're not going to give them as much display, but I haven't noticed any difference. And people actually seem to be more engaged with memes. Depends on the audience and the content, but overall, people like memes.
Luke, when you mentioned about your content versus pitch pages, I'd gone over Frank Kern's stuff, and he always talks about the boomerang or triangle, whatever it is. So he says content, content, pitch, content. Is there a certain pattern that you use, or is it just however you feel?
I'm pretty random with it. I try to not do the same thing all the time, so then I'm also capturing a new audience. So the overall ratio, I don't really have one. I just try to post enough content to keep people happy as far as the good content goes, and then, like I said, mix in the money content. But I don't really have a ratio. One thing that I have noticed is changing up the times that you do post the content that you're trying to make money from is a good idea because you're capturing a new audience at that point. You know, you get on Facebook probably at a similar time every day, and I get on Facebook at a similar time every day, and it's probably not exactly the same. So even though with Charlie Day Quotes, 8 o'clock is my prime time, 8 p.m., I'll often post, like with Teespring, and when I do something like that, I'll post at maybe like 4 in the afternoon to try to capture those people who don't get on at 8, but they still get on so they can see my content. Any other questions?
What was your most successful monetization?
My most successful. I had a Teespring shirt that I sold. I think it was the second one that I ever sold, and I sold just over $3,000 worth of shirts, and that was just within a week and a couple of posts. It just kind of took off. Since then, I've reposted that shirt and had more sales, but individually, that's probably the most successful one. I think I posted it, 2 or 3 times.
There's a feature in Facebook that if you've misspelled a reserved name of a Facebook page, you can merge 2 pages. Have you ever thought of using a strategy where you funnel things into a vertical of some sort?
No, I haven't really messed with it. No.
With all the various giveaways that you run, how do you determine your winners, contact them? Have you ever had any problems with any of that, people being upset?
The contest thing, it took a little while for me to figure this out. At first, I was actually reaching out to people, having them send me their address, and then shipping them a shirt. And I realized that is so dumb. With Amazon, you can just buy a gift card, and all you need is their email. So there was a lot of people who either wouldn't claim their shirt, or they would say, "I'm just not comfortable sending that to you. I don't know you, even though I won. I'm excited, but I'm not interested in giving you my address." So what I do now usually is, if I pick a shirt from Amazon, I will message that person or ask them in the comments to message the page, and then I'll just ask them for their email address and tell them I'm going to email them a gift card so they can purchase the shirt. With the giveaways, Usually I'll just leave a comment and tag them in the comment and ask them to message the page. That way it's all private, or I'll give them an email address that they can email to follow up. The beautiful part about giveaways too is that a lot of times people won't claim their prize. So even though you generated those sales expecting a $20 expense or whatever, and you got all those new likes, a lot of times you just make out pretty well with it and not have to worry about even sending a prize. That being said, I've sent out a lot of shirts from Charlie Day quotes. Anyone else? All right. If you have any questions, like I said, feel free to reach out, send me a message. Feel free to come up. I'm going to stay up here, so feel free to come up and we can discuss any questions that you have. Thank you.